crafty friends, I'm Jenny Barnett Roars.
And I'm Vicki Odell.
And we're here to review it
and do it.
In this segment, we're going to take a look at Krylon Dual Super Bond Paint and Primer in one. And we're going to give you some great tips and tricks. And in the second part of the video,
I'm going to show you how to make a really fun craft for your outdoor spaces.
All right, let's get started.
Let's do it.
You ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Today on this portion of Review It and Do It, we're going to review the Dual Krylon Super Bond Paint and Primer. It eliminates the need for having to prime your surface first. You ready?
Yeah.
Have you used this product?
Yes, actually I have.
It's kind of awesome, right?
I love it.
Because you don't need to prime first. So the first thing I'm going to tell you I love about it though.
What?
It's the lid.
The lid?
It's the lid. So you know how normally on paint cans you have to have a screwdriver in your back pocket and you have to cram it open and then you have to hope that you didn't break it?
Yeah.
I did that?
Yeah.
So this is a one-hand easy open. You just pinch the cap and you pull it off.
Which is really great if you're using multiple colors.
I think so too,
yeah.
Yes.
Or you're holding the object in one hand and you're trying to spray paint with the other. Yeah.
Yes. Or if you have arthritis or fibromyalgia or you have some other kind of situation where maybe your hands aren't so strong, it makes it really easy for you. So the other thing I want to point out is the little handy dandy nozzle. It is red, which makes it easy to see. With the yellow is where the paint actually comes out.
So you don't end up doing this?
Yeah. Or painting your manicure by mistake or something else. Now this has what they call the 360-degree tip, which means that it doesn't go out in a flat line or a fan. It does have a circular spray pattern, which is very handy to know. Yes? Okay, so I did some samples because, of course, that's how I like to work.
That's how you roll.
That's how I roll. I like to know how my products work by actually doing it. And so one of the first things I tried was a metal tin. Now, normally, if you put spray paint on a metal tin,
it'll scratch off.
It'll scratch off. Right. Or it'll run a lot even when you're applying it.
Right.
So what I found is that, notice how this has some lettering on it? And it's a shiny surface. I didn't sand it. I didn't prime it separately. I just went ahead and did an even coat on top, and it completely obscures all of the lettering.
That covered really well.
Covered really well. And I was outside spray painting, and so it dried like in about 20 minutes.
Nice.
And then I flipped it over and I did the back too.
All right.
So what a great way to upcycle.
And quick.
Yes, upcycle and recycle. So then I did a switch plate cover.
Is that plastic?
It is plastic. And again, this is another one of those things where often
it's a little slippery.
And if you scratch it with your fingernail, it would just come right off. Well, with the Krylon Super Bond, we're a cape now.
Say that.
I know.
Super Bond.
Super Bond. I want a cape. It covered evenly, dried quickly, and you cannot scratch that off.
That's nice.
So it's a great way to also get a custom look because, you know, some of these things are expensive if you want a fancy color, but now you can just spray paint it.
Nice.
Okay, so then also I did a little upcycling project where I did this wooden box, and this is one that I bought in the store. This is actually one it had writing on it too. And again, a little bit of spray paint, it soaked right in, and it dried really fast, and now I've got a great project that covered, and I'm ready to go.
Great.
Yes. So I did find that with the wood, it did soak in, and so maybe 2 light coats is the way to go with it.
Well, you know what? That's really great too, the light coats, because then it keeps you from getting little globbies in the corner.
Right, exactly. Yeah. So be a little light-handed and take time to let it dry in between. Now, another project I did was a wicker table. And that wicker table, actually, I don't even think I told you that it has been in my family for like 40 years. My parents have had that wicker table for forever. And so it was in really bad shape. Lots of cracking and crazing. So what I did to prepare that was I just used a nice stiff brush and I brushed off the top and made sure that all the little loose bits were gone. And then I didn't prime it. I just went right in with the Krylon Super Bond! and it soaked in. So it actually took 2 cans because it absorbed so much.
It was dry.
And it was really dry. So, but now I feel like I can take this, put it back outside on the patio, and it'll last another 10 years because it's protected.
Nice.
Yeah.
What a great way to preserve an heirloom.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. With a can of spray paint. And to replace those tables is expensive. Yeah. So here are just a couple of fun facts about Dual Super Bond. It is for indoor and outdoor use. It has 3 different finishes in the product line. There's gloss, there's satin, and there's flat. So for example, this product is the flat. I use the gloss on some pots and some different things. So it's nice to have, you know, different options, right? And there are 32 colors and finishes in the line altogether. So
that's a lot of color.
You should be able to find something you like.
That's right.
Right?
Right.
So we're going to share some tips and tricks about spray painting.
Ta-da!
Ta-da! So the first one is spray paint outside.
Definitely.
Spray paint outside. Use
if
adequate
at all possible
ventilation. Right. If it's winter time, you might want to go into your garage and just put on a fan. If you are in a really tight close quarters, you may want to even wear a mask. I've had the situation where I have kind of spray painted my nostrils. You know what I mean when it comes up and then you get the stickies in your nose? I'm just keeping it real here, friends.
Okay.
Keeping it real. So also you might want to wear gloves.
Yeah, if you're the fussy kind of girl, I'm a gardener, so my hands. But if you go and spend good money for a manicure, you might want to wear some gloves.
Yeah, you will get some overspray on your hands and on your clothes, so, you know, wear old clothes. Also, protect the surface that you're spray painting on. So, for example, if you're out in your patio, you might want to put something down, because I have also suffered from overspray on the patio, and then I had to power wash that out. So my tip for you today is get a lawn and leaf bag, like one of those paper ones, and then open it up, because they're really big, they're really cheap, and then they're recyclable. So when you're done spray painting, you put it in a recycle bin, and you don't feel like you've, you know, created more garbage for the world. So
because we don't need that.
We don't need that.
Okay.
So I know you have used this paint. Do you have any tips that you'd like to share?
As you said, you don't really need to prime it, but if you're doing something like a Rubbermaid plastic bin that's really, really slippery, or even glass, I would recommend wiping it down with a little alcohol first, just to get a little of the solvents or any oils from somebody's fingers off of the glass, just to help it stick just a little bit better.
Excellent. That's a great tip.
Thanks.
So at the end of the day, I would say that the Krylon Super Bond is a great paint because it can be used on so many different surfaces. And if you are looking to save $1, and who isn't, you can take something from the thrift store or around your house, give it a fresh coat of paint, give it a new bright and fancy color, and all of a sudden, it's like you spent $1 million. And I love that.
Yeah.
So now, that's the end of this portion of the video. So what we're gonna do next is give you a link to the next portion where Vicky is going to
do it.
Do it! Okay, what you gonna do, girl?
I have come up with a really fun project. You know how at the end of spring, beginning of summer, or the end of summer, beginning of fall, the garden's just not looking so hot, and the color factor is just bleh, a little bit, you know. So we're gonna make a project that'll help amp up the color in like a little corner of your garden or a little corner of the patio.
That's awesome.
It'll be fun.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for watching today, and thank you to Krylon for sponsoring this video.
And thumbs up if you like this video.
And don't forget to subscribe. Excellent. Thanks for watching. Oh, one more time just because I like it. Ready? Super Bond!